That would be awesome. I mean, it would make it look.
Okay, wait, is it going now?
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Stream starting, you said? Or...
Hold on, let me check. Sorry, I had something up. Okay.
Oh, it says live. Hold on. Let me click the video. Make
Is it
sure.
the right video though?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. My Little Millionaire HARMONYCON 2025.
Okay.
I like how Red put the Texas cowboy hat logos on. That's pretty cool, representing Texas.
Yeah. All right.
Texas all the way, buddy.
All right. Hey everybody, Color Me Stoke here.
Joe Flash 6.7, and we are
Flash Stoke Productions.
Flash Stoke Productions. Yeah, kind of hard to time it within the live. But anyway, we're really excited here today because today we're going to be checking out a video that was uploaded a few days ago by none other than Redcard, one of the HARMONYCON community guests earlier this year. He uploaded the full show of My Little Millionaire, my absolute favorite panel in any My Little Pony convention ever. And what's even more exciting is that we're not alone to do this because we have a very familiar face here with us to react to it with us. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing FRITZ / HARMONIGHT.
Yeah.
Hello guys, I am the athletic brony, FRITZ, otherwise known as HARMONIGHT, the one who takes flight, shines bright, and loves to sing out in the moonlight. And thank you guys so much for having me here. I very much appreciate it.
We're happy to have
really,
you.
Really glad to have you, man. It's been
Yeah, it's been a while since
I was going
to
ask what you do, but...
Well, I'm pretty much a content creator who does reactions, reviews, and voice acts for ponies, and as well as a couple other animated shows. Some might know, like such as Hazbin Hotel and Hello Boss. I even done a few reactions to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Yeah, I did those, and
wow.
I even done
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Cool.
Well, I don't voice like for the show, but I've done reactions to those shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually forgot to mention I became a new fan of something recently, Final Fantasy VII, actually.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you, maybe we could talk about it later. But anyway, we're gonna get this video started. This should be a good one. As you know, we are huge fans of My Little Millionaire. I think that's safe to say for all of us. And if you haven't seen the show yet, you're about to be introduced to it for the first time. Fritz and I have react on our separate channels of last year's show. I only checked out half of it while he checked out the full video because when I did my reaction last year, I was celebrating both his 1,000 subscribers on his channel as well as Bobby putting the show at Everfree Northwest, which hopefully Bobby will bring the show again at this year's Everfree Northwest. And yeah, speaking of Bobby C's, this is who the host is, and you can see it's sponsored by none other than CBS itself. The first thing we see. So yes, we're definitely looking forward to this. I'm way too excited for this. I don't think I need to say any more. Let's just go right on ahead and get this started.
Yep. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure the volume's right. Okay. Let's go.
And also, full disclaimer, we might pause at like certain moments as well.
That's fair.
Yes. We'll try not to pause too much though, because we're at 7:53 Central Time, while over at Fritz it's 8:53 Eastern, so we don't want to keep them up too late, so we'll do the best we can not to pause too much in this video.
Yeah, so far I'm feeling very energized.
Website open on your device. If you have not yet done so,
oh, those noteworthy.
scan the QR code displayed on the screen to access this website. This code is also available at the entrance to the studio. We will be using this website to select our contestants.
Oh yeah,
for you to vote.
Yeah, we'll explain about that a little bit when it gets to the certain part. Just be patient, folks.
Throughout the broadcast.
There will be some things that needs to be addressed as well, but like I said, we're just getting started, folks.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Especially on my perspective.
Exactly. So yeah, we were all there live in person, ladies and gentlemen. This is why it's called Blind Reaction / Recap, because this is our blind reaction to the show, but we are recapping it because we were all there.
Yeah. And we do apologize in advance if the video is a bit glitchy, because it is a live stream, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially
as long as it looks good for y'all's viewers on y'all side, it's alright. Let us know in the comments down below or in the live chat if something's going wrong, and we'll try to fix it if we can.
And other noise-making devices. While you are encouraged to take photos,
I love Bobby so much. He's so entertaining.
We ask that you please ensure the flash on your camera has been disabled. Due to the sensitive broadcast equipment being used,
Let's brought it back.
using any magic during today's
Bing bong.
broadcast, as it could
Hey, Sunset, keep your magic off.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. I don't have
we
it.
ask that all Pegasi
Oh,
do inside the studio
dang
to
it.
prevent injury and equipment
Dang
damage.
it.
Hey, as
Oh,
a
yeah, that's
Pegasus,
right. You're
I
no
feel-
season Pegasus.
as the Pegasus, I feel offended.
Inside the studio.
Luckily, we're Earth ponies.
Concessions are available.
Oh, actually, I'm an Earth pony. Excuse me.
yeah, you're
Hey, don't
here.
worry. I'm not gonna plant anything in the live stream.
We haven't seen G5 yet.
Please take this time to locate the exit nearest to your location. In the event an emergency alarm sounds, we ask
Such
that
as that
all
one.
audience members remain seated.
I think I just saw you in the video for a moment, Fritz. I think I saw your hat.
Yeah, I was in the front row sitting next to Tina.
Yeah. Quick little thing. When I saw Coaster, even though I didn't have the badge that was to allow me to sit in the front, he actually did offer me a front row seat to, like, I guess sneak up, but I was like, eh, it's fine. I like to sit in the back because I don't want to get too close, you know? It'd be like a movie
Yeah.
theater.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the seating we had was great.
Kind of like how I feel during.
By the way, keep this rule in mind. Keep this rule in mind.
Please refrain from shouting.
Definitely, yes.
Yes, we kind of had to deal with that the hard way.
And enjoy the show.
Exactly. You'll see why in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
We are going live.
Even Red Card and Taylor McArdle had to address certain something on Twitter, so you'll see what we're talking about in a minute.
Please take your seats. We ask that you please remain silent.
I see ACOP Films hat. Shout out to ACOP Films, he makes great content, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little glitchy on the screen. I have the TV on. It is kind of like freeze framing a lot, but hopefully that'll still be good enough.
Man, it's just probably just a YouTube thing.
20 seconds. Quiet on set, please.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
could be.
definitely. I mean, my first live stream, it was like that too.
When we did a Fluttershy visual history / every outfit video, I think when we did part 2, it was just because he was at a Alex or Ptolemy Stoke. That's his real name, by the way, Alex. He does he did the stream through like a different location. Like he has 2 sisters. They both have computers. And he was at his other sister's house, and the internet was a lot less glitchy than the one that he's recording at right now. So it could be that, but we'll see. Now, what is that host's name again? I keep forgetting the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Regis Philbin. Regis Philbin.
Okay. I actually thought about if I became a contestant one day, I thought about saying something when I get started playing. Like, I'd be saying what Snoop Dogg once said when he appeared on the show. I'd be like, I ain't got what did he say? I stay ready, I ain't gotta be ready. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
If any of us ever become a contestant on the show, it'd be like a win-win. I don't even care about winning.
Starting from a
Yeah.
small bedroom in the middle of Texas, My Little Millionaire was created originally as an online live stream broadcasting to an audience of just under 20 people. Tonight, we have once again returned to the con that gave me my big break. For the 3rd year in a row, HARMONYCON plays host to the biggest game show in Equestria. Tonight, 2 of our studio audience members will take the stage for their chance to make history. But will they be the first ever millionaire winner? There's only one way to find out. From HARMONYCON in Dallas, Texas, welcome to My Little Millionaire!
Heck yeah.
Let's go, baby.
I don't care what anybody says, this is the greatest panel on any My Little Pony ever. Or My Little Pony
Oh
convention
yeah.
ever.
Definitely my favorite.
It's definitely by far the best game show.
There's a reason it's been around so long.
Please welcome your host, Bobby Seas.
Bobby. We actually did that in the audience. We were chanting for Bobby as he was approaching the stage.
Nice. I mean, seriously, the production on this panel is just top notch.
I know.
Let me tell you,
It
it's
is.
good to be back in my home state. Texas, how
Yeah, HARMONYCON was in February, Darth Vader. We're just recapping the show.
Well, I'd say tonight.
Hey, Hope, how you doing?
Like you
Our friend Hope's in the live chat.
stands. Folks,
Our friend Hope was actually sitting with us in the audience. She was dressed as Princess Luna.
Ah, nice. I approve.
I knew you would. I was like, I told Hope, but he's gonna approve of this because Luna's his favorite princess.
I mean, she's the best.
She is awesome. Well, that's Rainbow Dash, but still, she's awesome too. Who cares?
Yes, both of them are awesome.
Take caution. Take it from me,
Watch out for me. I'm awesome as I wanna be. Hey, as a fellow equestriagirls fan, I approve.
But we've not had anybody win at an in-person convention, which means that the confetti is 5 years old. Don't worry, Amy, there's not actually confetti. I'm just making that joke. So, folks, as you know, we like to have some prizes here on the show. So are you curious about the prizes that you can win?
Ah, there we go. Now I can hear the video. It's just my volume was low on the video.
Okay. I actually don't have my headphones on. I noticed y'all do, but I can still hear good enough. I wonder maybe if I should put them on though.
If you want to, sure.
If you can answer the first 5 questions correct, you
Yeah, let me give it a try.
absolutely nothing because I forgot to print posters.
Oh!
I wish they would have had posters. I would have loved to have taken one home as a souvenir.
I would have gave you mine because I already had a mini poster from last year.
Oh, cool. I do have a mini poster at least for Jeopardy! My Little Pony edition from Geominations.
Prize, and I'll talk about it in just a second.
Ooh, I wonder what it could
There
be.
you go. That's called audience
Absolutely
participation.
nothing.
And of course, if you get all 15 questions correct, you will win our grand prize. Sorry. No, the grand prize is not me burping.
Actually, I'm gonna take the glasses
Two
off.
sponsor badge to next year's HARMONYCON free of charge. It's called
Free.
but then they went with a musical theme, so I'm calling it level 2 because I have no idea what this badge is going to be called next year. Now,
Oh,
let's go
cool. You
back
met
to
John
that
Cena at
mystery
Houston,
prize
Texas,
I
Brandon? That's
mentioned
cool.
at 10 questions. So, as you know, we have some high-level
Stay
sponsors.
tuned,
I'm
Brandon,
gonna call
because speaking
sponsors.
of John Cena, you'll see later on.
That's great. I was expecting y'all to cheer instead because I can't see any of you with these lights. There you
Ah.
go. All right. So there is
Sparkle.
one sponsor I want to shout out. Our
I
The
forgot
lights
that
are
dude.
pretty
I never got.
blinding.
Onyx Spear.
I saw that dude in the orange vest in the audience. I never got his name, but I remember he was with us when we were at the Saturday morning cartoon panel. He did the flop when SpongeBob intro was going. I wish I knew what his name was. He was pretty funny.
Mary Poppins. Thing is, Onyx Spear only used 3 of them. So what are we going to do with the other 2?
I don't know.
We shall see.
Well, with talking with the chair of the con and discussing with all the staff, we have decided that if you get 10 questions correct, you will win the level 1 sponsor badge free of charge.
Man, that is a great. That's a great medium prize.
It is. It was definitely a very game-changing one this year.
We're still trying to figure out how that's going to work. I will be getting your contact information if you get that. So after the show, after we've done both rounds, our contestants, please find me so I can write down your contact info because I believe we'll be giving you a coupon code to use that will totally discount your badge.
Yeah, you have me on Discord, Bobby, so if it was me, yeah, no worries.
Upgrade your badge to level 2.
For those that didn't know the news earlier, not too long ago, I did have my Discord account hacked, and I did make a new one, which thankfully all these guys and Bobby and everybody knew what was happening.
Well, to do that, it's time to
Yeah.
play
A lot of, like, MLP.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you
you
to
would-
you
If you
all
have
for
not
it.
done so already, please open
Yeah,
the
sadly,
Mylittlepony
2 of our
website,
voice actors and
tap
friends
on the
for
contestant
We Will Meet the Equestriagirls
selection
fell victim to the
page.
scammer when he
Scroll
hacked my
down so you see
account.
that form. Go ahead and write down your name, because that is pretty important.
I hate
Oh
getting
boy,
hacked.
here we
It's so
go.
The way
annoying.
this is going to work is you're going to see a question displayed on the screen.
I
with
was
4
like
answers.
so
It's
zoned
your
in,
job
like
to
last
put
year.
those
I was
4
like
answers
so
into
zoned
the
in.
correct order.
Get in the zone.
Yeah, you're
The
real.
first person to submit the correct
Ha.
order will become our
I don't think I
contestant and will come
participated.
on
I
stage.
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's only if I don't know, like,
Will be another
if I'm
chance
just not
later on
interested.
in
You know,
the
I just
show.
mostly like to be a viewer.
Is everyone ready? All right. Here
It is
your
very fun to
first
watch.
fastest finger question. Put these songs in the order they were heard in the season 4 episode Pinky
sworn that
Pride.
I knew this.
20 seconds. Good luck.
Oh boy.
I wasn't too sure.
Super Duper Party Pony, the Goof Off.
I saw the episode once. That was it.
It was C.
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't it?
We'll see.
yeah, we shall see. Not saying anything.
All right, time is up. Let's see.
Most of the episodes of Friendship is Magic I've seen, I've only seen them once. I haven't watched the entire series, but I really should one day.
All right.
I think it's on Tubi now.
Shout out to one person who just
I don't
put
have
the letter
Tubi.
B.
Oh.
Well, I do, but I don't have
Oh
it.
my gosh.
There's a bit more
Wait.
to that, but here's the correct
If you
order.
heard me,
The
I
first
I screamed out again
Party Planner.
because that happened last year.
Party Pony, the Goof Off, and Make a Wish. The correct order was C A.
Man. Okay, wait. So pause right here.
Okay, well, okay.
C A.
Pausing.
Yeah, okay. So if you probably heard, that was like me shouting because I was like, oh my gosh, I had the answers. I got them all. And what's actually very interesting was the fact that I was actually very fortunate to get this question because before I actually was on another panel with Johnny the Gator, Do the Daring Do, and Kanto Acrylic, where we had to like rank all the MLP songs like in a top 50. And so, as a way to prepare for that panel, I pretty much had to do my own research and listen back to all the songs of the series.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
So
that
you can
helps.
see,
that's interesting.
yeah. And so when I saw this question, I was like, oh my gosh, I am so prepared. I am so prepared. And but
Yeah.
I was very and so the only thing that I was concerned about was trying to make sure that I got the order in the fastest amount of time. And sure
Yeah.
enough, I knew I got it pretty much faster than I got my answer faster than what I did from last year's Millionaire. But at the same time, I was concerned, was I gonna get it? And sure
Yeah.
enough,
I didn't really
As-
know the name of the songs, so I wouldn't have been able to if I tried. But I mean, I know maybe 2 of them, but like I said, I hadn't seen that episode in so long.
oh well. But let's
Oh,
play
hope
it.
in the
Yeah.
live
Well,
chat
since I
station would have
finished
gotten it.
too, so like it makes sense. I was looking.
Yeah,
at it.
Hope's right. The entire Friendship is Magic series is actually on YouTube. Yeah, a certain YouTuber has actually uploaded every single episode of Friendship is Magic. So maybe I probably should one day check it out, but we'll see.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's
But anyway, let's play it out.
BD.
Let's kazoo.
I found our first CABD. Oh my gosh. Fritz! Come up on stage!
Fritz, ladies
I'm
and
back,
gentlemen.
baby. I have returned.
In the audience, I was so happy for me. I'm like, oh my god, he gets a second chance because when I met you that morning, you were talking about how so much you wanted a redemption, and I was like, this is your chance.
And by the way, what's
Because
actually
you will see why
interesting-
in a bit.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
And by the way, what's
Well
actually
done.
interesting, I don't know if you saw
Alright,
Taylor's
excellent.
podcast,
So,
but
Fritz,
I
you have
actually
been on the show
narrowly
before.
could
Tell
not
us
make
about
it
that.
because Coaster
It was the most
got me, but
exciting and
Coaster
most
actually
nerve-wracking
would have been on
closer
had
to
he
Sunlight,
answered
too far
3
back on the
seconds
website.
sooner before I did. I managed to beat him by 2
Had to rush through the
seconds.
questions because we did
Oh,
run out of
wow.
time, but nonetheless, it was still
I
a fun
wish I
event,
had
but
Twitch to check it out, but I
have
really
been
should
waiting
probably
for
get it
this
one day. But
for
I've been
last
interested in
year
wanting to
to
maybe
try
get it
to
one day
redeem
because of Taylor's
myself.
podcast. It looks like a
But
lot
I
of fun to
become
watch.
The first one to win Millionaire for all you guys out there at HARMONYCON.
All right. Well, let
And
me
here
just
I am
go through
struggling
the
at improv
rules
again.
'cause you've obviously played before.
Like
so you
messing
know
up
the
sentences, you mean?
For those that don't, we will be giving our contestant 15
Ah.
questions only.
Oh no.
It's so annoying.
If you get one question wrong, your game
Weird Al
is
is a legend.
over.
Yeah, Weird Al is a legend, Hope. Yeah.
He's awesome.
Have you
Oh,
seen the
yeah,
photos
absolutely.
on Instagram that he visited like a store and he saw the Pinkie Pie figurine statue? That was pretty awesome.
Pinkie
Ask
Pie
the
was
audience
epic.
and phone a friend. Now, who wants to be millionaire purists out there will note that
Man, you could tell I was just in it to win it. I was just so in it to win it.
and ask the audience are in the wrong location.
You locked the heck in.
It's been like that since
Bobby,
2013,
having to address that.
and I don't plan on
He's always having to
anytime
address
soon,
the
so
the
sorry.
phone friend and ask the audience lifeline being in the wrong places. But honestly, I like it that it's in the wrong place because it makes his show look more original compared to Who Wants to Be Millionaire.
I'm about to mention. The lifeline 3 years has created one of the funniest moments on the
Red knew what was
show.
coming.
I am, of course, referring to second.
And unfortunately, I was a victim to this.
Yeah.
And you
It
can
was
tell the look
hilarious.
on my face. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again.
I love it though. Second chance is the best.
Are you ready to get started?
I'm being cautious, but I am.
I was really
ready.
hoping maybe we'd get the moment that he was talking about.
Yep.
Oh, I was certainly ready. Here we go.
For over 10 years, you'd think I'd know that the next slide would start all the music. Now we do it. Here are your first 5 questions.
Get this show on the road.
What is the name of the host of... I do apologize, that monitor...
Ah, you could have get a
So-
more obvious first question.
What is the name of the host?
Wow.
We all know the first 5 questions are supposed to be the easiest.
Regis Philbin,
Or so
Give me
think.
trouble.
You'll find out eventually. You'll find out eventually.
Looking right at him. C. Bobby C's final answer.
I see you
I
chose the right
imagine
answer.
Jimmy was the host though.
Great job there.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah, I see a C.
What is the name of the pony disease that causes cutie marks to appear all over a pony's body? Is it cutie-itis, polka marks, cutie pox, or the
Cutie-itis.
apocavirus?
Coronavirus.
I should have brought my wireless mouse.
Another C.
I use my trackpad, but that's correct.
Not Ebola virus, Ebola virus.
Yeah.
Ah.
I didn't even pay attention to that before.
Up, and then here's the part where I was left alone.
Oh, he forgot the clicker, that's right, yeah.
I love you, random citizen.
I forgot that the show works better if I have the wireless mouse.
Everything works better with a
Here's
wireless.
question 3.
Yes.
Which pastry is
Yes.
commonly associated with derpy hooves? Is it donuts, beignets, cupcakes, or muffins?
D. Muffins.
Everybody should know that.
Yes.
I mean, derpy want muffin!
Ah,
Alright,
epic rage time
here's
classic.
3,000 bits. In Pinkie Pie's cupcake song, how much...
Oh god,
Oh.
here we go. Here we
This,
go.
this I didn't know what the answer was. I was like, what?
15 pounds.
Oh god.
All right.
No, either.
Here, I'd
All
suggest
right.
You can also look at this monitor, 'cause you can see all
Yeah,
the
here's the
there.
deal.
Yeah, that might be a bit easier.
This,
Just watch.
Oh gosh. Not on the first 5.
Yeah, it's been a while since I heard this song, and out of all the lyrics, he just had to go for the most ambiguous part.
There is a lot of questions in here that is pretty ambiguous.
Oh, I got it now. B. Just a smidge. Final answer.
Because I was thinking of mix. Like, I remember the word mix, and I was like, mix, smidge, mix, pitched. I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
You know what?
I felt so bad for you right here. Like, I felt like this wasn't
Yeah,
fair.
that wasn't fair. Like,
Yeah.
when you're right
Yeah, exactly, Bobby.
Yeah.
Audience, do y'all think I should just cut him some slack here?
Like, I knew teaspoon of vanilla, add a corn and get your I knew that part. I just did not know this one. This one was so ambiguous. Like, out of all the parts.
I didn't think I was gonna go out this soon.
No, don't worry about it, honestly.
You can do it, Fritz.
I know a 50-50 on this one. I definitely know it's not D.
Yeah, it's definitely not D.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's paired. Yeah.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna say?
I'm gonna say
Hold on, let's listen.
A. Just a dip. Oh.
Ah, dang it!
And-
Hey,
yeah.
let's pause. Let's pause right here. We need to pause here.
Yeah.
Because
let's
this is
pause.
what we need to address. Because, as you'll see later on in the rest of this video, unfortunately, if you didn't see the show from last year, ladies and gentlemen, HARMONYCON 2024 of My Little Millionaire, the crowd wasn't unfortunately doing very well at being silent despite the warning. And yeah, it ruins the game for the player and the audience. So please, for the love of sake, we're not mad at y'all or anything, but just please, for Bobby's sake and for everyone that worked hard on the show, please do not make noises during the show because it really does ruin the game for the players and the audience members. And yeah, you heard the crowd started groaning as he looked like he was gonna select the wrong answer. And this isn't the first time this happens, so you'll see more of
we've
it.
seen
And
it in
Taylor
the other one,
McArdle,
especially the one at Everfree.
Taylor McArdle and Red Card even both had to express their disappointment on Twitter/X about this when this happened. I was like, yeah, I don't blame them because the audience, I honestly, in my opinion, the audience was doing worse than last year in 2024. They were doing it a lot more. They actually did it at 2023 HarmonyCon, but they did it at the but like, luckily for Persona, he already said final answer before the crowd could start reacting, and then obviously nobody knew what the answer to the Mudbriar question was. Hey, Coaster, your favorite number 19.
I mean, it could be worse.
Honestly, 2023 crowd was the best.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse.
And coincidentally, HarmonyCon debuted in 2019. So how coincidental is that?
I don't know if that's the first one I went to or not. Probably, I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean, it could have been worse. They could have been bringing live chickens and saying chicken jockey.
I saw that. That was crazy.
Okay.
Of Gilbert Godfrey saying that if I was to say that answer,
so in this part, I did have to improvise. I had to improvise as a way to say that, I wasn't cheating.
That one is correct.
Yeah, pretend like you weren't, listening to the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, I had to, make a joke thinking that HarmonyCon was haunted by Gilbert Godfrey. God rest his soul.
That's clever.
Just how similar all those answers sound. I should have made it a bit more obvious. So,
yeah, that was too hard of a question to be in the first 5.
I'm going to give you your second chance back.
Yeah. Seriously, out of all the parts of the song, he couldn't go for a teaspoon of vanilla.
Luckily, he gave you the second chance back. I was thinking about in the audience when he was asking the crowd, should we spare him? I was thinking about starting to chant, spare him, spare him, spare him.
Yeah, and then most of the crowd was like, no, make it fair.
Yes, I mean, it was not fair. That question was actually too difficult. Oh, this was funny.
Oh my god, look what I did.
No, you know.
What did you do?
Oh, I just did my own impression of, Twilight being like, Pooty, as I was answering the question.
Here we go, watch.
What is a unique food? Cupcakes?
I feel that Record didn't cut back to me making the face.
Pudding!
Carlo and I were laughing in the crowd. He actually got it on his phone, actually. It was hilarious. Watching look like a psycho there.
Where absolutely nothing went wrong.
Tara Strong, you're the best. We actually, Alex and I, we actually met Tara Strong at Fan Expo 2023 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I was able to get something for the first 5.
I wish we could have got to talk to her, but because it was a photo of her, so, we didn't have any time to say anything.
Yeah.
Which I'd love to do that for John Cena, but,
That's not gonna work. Up and we're buffering.
I'm thinking of it. Yeah, we are.
There we go.
is blue. Going with blue.
If I can get
Blue pony supremacy.
I'm blue, da da dee da 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 da. That would have been great if that song started playing.
So, are you ready to keep going?
Oh,
Imagine if somebody actually makes a parody of the song with Rainbow Dash. That'd be awesome.
Free questions, and don't look now, my fly was undone. Sorry about that.
We didn't have to know about that, Bobby.
7,500 bits. Here's your next question.
That's why we love you,
You
Bobby.
could
You're
have been discreet
hilarious.
about it. You could have been discreet.
Submitted question, which, by the way, if you want to submit your own questions into the show, you may do so on the My Little Millionaire website at any time throughout the year.
And the form is still open, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do that.
Is it a bag of chips?
This I knew extremely well.
Peanut butter crackers?
Oh, yeah, same.
Berry Skittles, trademark.
As a EquestriaGirls fan, I should know pretty much almost a lot of EquestriaGirls questions.
Well, as much as I do enjoy Wild Berry Skittles, sponsorship?
I love how we put the trademark next to White.
Rainbow motherfucker.
Yeah. If only the show wasn't PG, we could have said that.
Yes.
Here comes your next question for 10.
Oh, I think I know what's coming up.
Well,
Uh,
who it is?
And you could see the look on my face. Look at my face. I was like, oh no.
If we can bring the house lights
I was
up for
just
a
like,
moment,
oh
I would
boy,
like
this
to
guy
introduce you,
again.
ladies and gentlemen, to Mr.
This guy.
Joe Flagship 6.7. Oh, he's gonna come down to the front. Okay.
Take my glasses off.
Buffering again.
Oh, this is good.
Around the light, little more. Okay.
I like how the Avery team just messes up the spotlight. They're struggling to
Yeah,
mess this up.
I was actually out of position, but yeah.
Let me tell you something about this guy. I have,
Oh, boy.
to this date, probably 350 total
I couldn't believe it. I was so
animated
surprised and
questions.
shocked.
As of today, this guy has submitted 204 of them.
Oh my
At
gosh.
least half of all of the questions that I
I'm not gonna
have
lie,
received since
I was actually
2019
told by
have
Bobby
focused on
himself
guy.
before this, he was actually thinking about giving you a shirt.
No,
Really?
no, don't apologize.
Yeah, that says,
It's
I
amazing,
submitted
it's
200
hilarious.
questions of My Little
And so,
Millionaire.
Mr.
Here,
Joe
pause for a
Flagship,
moment because I need to
yeah.
address something else as well. Because actually, he told me after the. All right, pause it, Alex.
Trust me when I say this is not
Alright, paused.
All right, we paused. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he did tell me because I want to give a shout out to Bobby because he's awesome, by the way, and also I need to give the biggest shout out to Noteworthy because after the show, or actually before the show, we met her in the morning. I was also like this because I actually thought I was gonna get roasted because when we met Noteworthy that morning after I told her my identity and she took a selfie with me to show Bobby that I was there, she told me you're a dead man. I thought I was gonna get roasted during the show, but thankfully that did not come to fruition. But yes, definitely the biggest shout out to Noteworthy though, because she told me to stay after the show so that I could get the chance to meet Bobby, and then I got to meet Taylor and Red, and that was pretty awesome. And he did tell me about that shirt, and I'm like, oh, definitely go for it if you want to. I'd actually be happy to wear that shirt.
Yeah.
I even
Oh, man.
I even re-scripted the description for my Discord where I told about myself. I said, and the guy who won't stop fan questions submitting to My Little Millionaire. Because I
Oh,
am still
gosh.
submitting questions, ladies and gentlemen. I did come up with a few new questions
It's
not too
never
long
gonna
ago.
end.
We're running out of, I am running out of ideas though, so I'm not submitting them as constantly as I did. And at that moment,
Yes, please.
where I was talking to Bobby, when I said actually last year, but I apologize for submitting that many questions. I actually botched my sentence. I meant to say that because he thought that I submitted all those questions year after year. I don't know if that's what he thought, but I actually submitted all 204 of those questions all in 2024. Literally, I came up with that many questions in one single year. That's what I
Oh
meant to
my
tell him when I
gosh.
botched my sentence. I
Wow.
thought if Bobby does need me to stop, though, I will stop if he needs me to. But no, he says it's fine. And Red Card, even you can even hear Red Card. He said, "Submit more."
Yeah. By the way, you're kind of
And the
like
way-
a little bit you're a little bit zoomed in, Joe. You're kind of like a little bit
Whoops.
zoomed in.
My
Yep,
bad.
there we go.
And the reason why Fritz gave me that face is because here's the quick recap. At HARMONYCON 2024 for the show, Fritz was round one contestant, and he actually almost won. He made it. He was down to the second to last question, and the question that was submitted by me from the second to last was by me. It was at the time I only submitted 4 or 5 questions at the time, and I was really excited when my question was on the show. But sadly, Fritz unfortunately lost to my question, and yes, I am to blame for him losing last year. And even though
Yeah.
he did say he patched the habit with me, he definitely never got over that.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, yeah, it was like, for those who don't know what the question was, it was who was the voice actor for Spike in Generation 5? And I was
And
like,
it was
I have
Martin
not seen.
Roach.
Yeah. And I did not
He thought
reach
it was
at
Brad
that point.
Garrett.
Yeah. And I did not reach at that point in Generation 5. I didn't even know Spike was even there in Generation 5.
Yeah.
I mean, and that could have been, and that was a missed opportunity for me to like yell out, "Oh man, Spike's in Gen 5." Spoiler alert. But
Yeah, he lost the sentence where he said, and Spike had a voice, and then Bobby was demonstrating the voice he had, like sounded, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it on Gabby Shy's channel because Gabby recorded the question, and when she saw the question come up, she was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Yeah," because at the time, I think it was only 3 months ago when Spike appeared in the latest episode of G5. So I was like, "Yeah, this will be a good question because a lot of people probably didn't know about this yet, and it's brand new, you know."
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that was definitely for sure. You definitely stumped me. Even though there was a moment where I could have, had the used the audience help, but at that time I was just like, I want to be a good sport. I mean, heck, I could have just been the first person to walk away and been like, you know what? I don't want any help. I don't want to cheat. I might as well just walk away. I've gone this far.
Because what happened is as he was about to lock in the wrong answer, I thought it was me because I clapped because I started laughing when he was about to select Brad Garrett, but he said it was somebody else. Like it wasn't me.
Yeah, I heard a groan.
Somebody made a noise.
Yeah, I heard a groan.
It wasn't me. That wasn't me. I just clapped, but I realized that after watching Gabby Shy's perspective, that Discord was talking to me like, you expect these people to believe that Luke Skywalker of all people was on the show, because one of the answer choices was Mark Hamill, and I said I have to come up with something, okay? And then I realized now that Discord said, "What, you didn't think that through?" I tried to think as hard as I could for a fourth answer choice, but I just figured I'd put Mark Hamill for fun because a lot of people love Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, heck, that was good. But let's play it back. Let's roll the footage.
Yeah, we've been talking too much.
The last you're going to see of Mr. Joe Flash in today's episode.
Oh, no.
Nope, it's not going to be the last.
Let's get on with the question.
Oh, boy.
In the episode Dragon Drop.
By the way, just real quick, did you have to put another dragon-related question? I just realized that's another dragon-related.
I didn't think about that at the time, but you're right. You're actually right.
Yeah, oh man, I could have made the joke where I was like, bad news, it's a dragon-related question by Joe Flash. Good news, I know this one.
And at last year's show, before it got to my question, the previous question was about the Meltdown episode, and that was about Spike as well.
At least I knew that.
We kind of struggled getting that through the portal to Equestria.
If you did need to phone a friend, though, I would have been more than happy to help you. I wanted to see history be made.
Maybe I should, you know? Maybe... Okay, all right, folks, we gotta move on. Here comes your next question. This is another anonymously fan-submitted question. What is Twilight's number in the running of the leaves?
And I was like, yes.
This
Is it 13,
this I didn't know.
42, 58,
I knew.
or x equals negative b plus
Oh my god, listen to Red Card's reaction. Red Card freaking out.
You're welcome.
I hate you.
Bobby took that much time to make the question like that. It's crazy. Or the answer, excuse me.
But it is the answer to everything, and also it is the number for the late great Jackie Robinson. That is 42.
Rest in peace, Jackie.
Final answer.
Yeah.
It is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, including this question.
Ah.
Alright.
That was funny. That was a funny answer
Yeah, so
choice.
red card, so that's just a PNG.
That might be one of the best
So-
answer choices on any show.
Yeah, maybe if you help me buy something in the vendor hall, I can give it to you.
Shut up.
Alright, here comes your next question.
Red Card
for
never left
15,000
that down.
bits. This one is a fan-submitted question by me. I've been here the whole time.
Yep.
That's a reference from Trivia Trot.
What a twist.
Oh yeah.
Which G5 character had their ears removed from their 3D model because they
Yes, I was
through her hair? Sugar Moonlight.
I knew this one.
I never seen G5, so I didn't know, but I was like, wait, what? Ears removed?
Posy Bloom or Jazz Hooves?
That is D Jazz Hooves. Final answer.
Y'all were clapping way too early.
Yeah,
Or was that you? Or was that the crowd?
that was the crowd.
Yeah. You like jazz?
Bobby usually always addresses that when the crowd's clapping too early. Y'all are clapping way too early.
As always, remember
Yeah.
the pairs. I don't know what that's from, but it's hilarious. So this next question.
Hair butter,
if you get
best
this next
mutter.
question right, you will be a sponsor of next year's HARMONYCON free of charge. You will get actually the exact same
I know
badge
what's
that you
coming up.
have right now. But this
I remember this.
Yeah, free.
Free. And if you don't get it right, maybe I'll get it. I don't know. All right. Here comes
Not on my
your
watch.
next question. For 25,000 bits.
Yes, stop it.
So this question was submitted by Flash Stroke Productions. It was actually misspelled to Flash Stroke Productions, but anyway, that was us. And I was gonna say something because I always talk to Color about. Imagine if one of our questions we submitted together ends up on the show, and then as soon as we saw the name, I was gonna say something, but Color beat me to it, and he started freaking the heck out. And he just got
Oh
loud.
my gosh.
Yes.
And everybody just
Yeah,
in the
that was-
crowd was laughing, including myself, on that reaction.
Yes.
I know. It
It
sounded
was the
like
best
Toad.
day of my freaking life.
He screamed way more louder for this than he did when he went to see CG5 in concert last year in October. If you know who CG5 is.
Oh, no. Oh, I know CG5. I met him, I think, like 2 occasions.
You
yeah,
met him?
twice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got the chance to meet him at MomoCon. Yeah, I saw him perform live at MomoCon on one occasion and met him a second time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Hope and Color both got to see him in October, and he did state that maybe next time he goes to see him, I'll come along with him. I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but we do have a private playlist for Real Meets Equestriagirls of songs we could potentially play in future episodes, and we have a couple CG5 songs that we maybe want to use. So it'd be pretty awesome if we did.
Oh, by the way, just one quick thing. Check out CG5's song "Hold the Mine." My buddy Nova Core Drums, who formerly was known as Drummershy in the Brony fandom, he did the drums to that song for
What?
CG5.
Cool.
So yeah, show some love to Nova Core Drums, y'all. Show some love.
Yeah. I've heard of Nova Drums, yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely search that up after this stream's over, Alex.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Phone friend, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
All right. In the 2019 movie Playing with Fire.
I can't hear
This picture isn't helpful. It's just a floating shirt with a black box on it, and you can't see.
This was funny too, the question.
Yes.
Look at that.
Exactly.
Hey, coincidentally, I had a John Cena backpack.
Twilight Sparkle or Pinkie Pie.
Oh wow.
Well, what's actually crazy is that I actually have seen this movie in theaters back in my college.
True
days.
story.
Shout out to High Point University.
Kind of weird how it
6
came
out
out
of
around
10.
As much as I would
It's kind of
love
weird how it came
to
out around the
bring
time
it
when
back because
G5
she
was
is
about to end. I
awesome.
mean, G4 was about to end.
It
Uh,
is, in
Four.
fact, unfortunately.
Wait, listen to this.
Listen to this.
Well, more like, actually, oof. She's third or fourth, actually, in my opinion.
Oh, yes, I said it.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
That wasn't 20%
Crowd
cooler.
talk shame. Shame.
Yeah, again, praise thy moon.
Final answer.
Yes, we all have our opinions,
should've-
people.
You've got yourself
Yep.
a sponsor.
Though honestly, I could have said B. Princess Celestia. Final answer. Missed opportunity again.
Yeah. I didn't chant shame because I was like, come on, let this guy have his opinion.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
But yeah, speaking of John Cena, shout outs to him, by the way, because this year in 2025, for those of you that don't watch WWE wrestling, this year will be his very last run in wrestling. So he's about to get ready to retire at the end of 2025 in December. So big shout out to John Cena.
So, you are 2/3 of the way through the show.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of The Miz too either,
Any
Bobby.
lifelines. You have not used any lifelines. Nothing.
Oh, yo, and Miz.
So far, so good.
Well, I was getting nervous, but
I love
yeah,
Roman
since I
Reigns
have
and
all my
yeah,
life-
Cody
all
Rhodes.
my
If I had to
life
pick
because
part-time and
before
full-time
last
favorite
year,
wrestlers.
I only had 2 technically.
Technically.
I actually had one last time. Last year, I actually only had Ask the Audience. That was an error. That was a mental
Yeah.
error.
Alright, let's do it.
Hey, Coaster, your favorite word, technically.
Coaster, we are never letting you
Ah.
down.
Exactly. Thank you, Bobby.
I love how scrolling across his badge
Never
right
gonna
now
give
is, I
you
wonder
up.
what the
Never
answer
gonna
is.
let you down.
We'll get there, don't worry. Here comes your next
Pictures.
question. This is not an anonymous question, it's from our own Taylor McCardle.
Oh
Hey,
boy, here we go.
Shout out to you, Taylor.
In the real-life episode, Princess Probs, what baking competition does Pinkie Pie participate in? Is it
This
the
I didn't
Royal
know.
Bake-a-thon, the Royal Jelly Juggernaut, the Canterlot Baking Championship, or the Princess Pastry Challenge?
Oh my gosh. I remember
It could have been
seeing
anyone.
this episode in the Bronies React to Pony Life.
Yeah, but that was like back in 2021.
I forgot the term.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I think it was like my 4th most popular video currently.
It's raw!
I definitely remember that part.
Where is the lamb sauce?
It's fucking raw!
Wait, did the crowd just started helping you again?
I'm gonna do this, but
No, they were just quoting Gordon Ramsay.
I'm sorry, Taylor.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to use my phone a friend.
Alright, Taylor, just
And ask the guy.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
I mean, hey, it's hard. Why not ask the person that submitted the question?
Mr. V. McCardle.
Exactly.
As the author of this question, what do you think the answer is?
Well, first off, I feel like
His
I'm
face.
a little deja vu here again. Well,
Oh, you think, Taylor?
in the Pony Life is Magic, I have
Yeah,
to
because those that haven't seen the other show, he's been constantly getting phoned in for the phone a friend life.
the Royal Jelly Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, especially if it's his question.
Alright. I would
To be fair, spoiler folks, they do rehearse the show before at their hotel, and Taylor and Red and some other friends are there with him, so therefore
Yeah,
he actually
but
does know.
Considering he
But
wrote
I want to say for the record that I was not there. Like they actually kicked me out,
Yes.
and I was editing. Yeah, I was editing my Hell of a Boss reaction episode. Which, please, by the way, check that one out.
Don't worry, we put all your links already in the
I'm
description.
gonna say the Royal
Thank you.
Before the vlog was even released, I figured you weren't going to be in the rehearsal because I was like, yeah, this guy had to be. If he wanted to be the contestant, he couldn't get spoiled.
That is true.
But that is
Oh, they were convincing, Bobby. They were.
Definitely for me, I wouldn't have been able to guess them. I would not have been able to know this question either.
Alright.
I would have probably said D.
Questions to go, and you've only used one of your lifelines. You still feeling good so far?
Hey, if I have to win the million by not using
Good.
or just using the rest of them,
I knew that I
or the
would.
next three, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah, and I am sad to see that you will not be using Phone a Friend on the Million to call your dad and tell him that you won the million. Here comes your
Yeah,
next
honestly,
The very
that.
first contestant who wants to be a millionaire.
This is
Yeah.
submitted by Jessica McCartney.
I've
And
seen that
also-
video.
And also, that joke did not work out well because my dad passed away.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, sorry to hear about that, Fritz.
Yeah, but it's okay. I still got my stepdad, so.
Is it written in the Star Scouts? As
Ooh,
Misty
geez. Yeah, this one would have been difficult for
Sparky
me.
Sick, or Tiny
Yeah, because I'm also behind on Tail Your Tail.
Exactly.
I haven't seen.
And I've
any
never
of
seen these
I don't
episodes.
think.
I'm only up to episode 35, y'all. I'm only on episode 35 or 40.
Yeah.
Again with the shade, people, come on!
What did you say this time?
I said I was behind. I don't think I've seen these episodes, and that's why they shade.
If it
Oh.
leads to this.
Hey, not everybody watches G5. We all have our opinions on the show. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but you know, everybody has their opinions.
Yeah, I'm just behind, that's all. I don't really have much of an opinion. I think it's decent.
Oh boy, 50-50.
Sparky's Sick.
And you can hear Noteworthy, like, trying to shush the crowd. Like, she is really trying her best to make sure everybody's quiet.
That would probably get views.
Yes.
I mean, it would have to be something so ridiculous like Sparky being sick, right? I think I heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard somebody groan and or say no and stuff, and I was like, I think I heard that.
See Sparky sick.
Dang it.
Let's
Even
can
I
we
was-
pause right
even-
here.
Even when I was in the audience, I was like, come on, man. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, honestly, like this was the part
It's
where
frustrating.
I was in like between a rock and a hard place because it was just like, well, after that, I mean, I was destined to win, but it's like if I picked the other answer, I would kind of feel guilty because then it would mean I'm cheating. But at the same time, if I was to play fair, you know, it was like a slippery slope. It was a slippery slope.
And the reason why Noteworthy wanted to keep everybody down for 50-50, because if you haven't seen the show before, there's a certain thing that happens if you do 50-50 and you get the wrong answer first.
Yeah.
Let's just let it play first, and then we'll address it afterwards.
Yeah.
Audience, please do not do that in the future, especially when we are up to this high level.
Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen, do not do that if you attend my please. For Bobby's sake.
Yeah. And by the way, what's actually interesting is that after I say that I ran out of Gilbert Gottfried jokes, all of a sudden new jokes just came into my brain. And I'm like, dang it, well, I should have not said that.
I feel like HARMONYCON's haunted right now.
See, there it is, there it is, there's a new joke.
When you say something too soon.
Yep. It's become a habit.
As the Misty clears, final answer.
You could tell the hesitation in my voice. I was just like, ah.
Spoiled it already, but I do have the numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
1.4. Tiny Trot has 1.5 million. Sparky 6 has.
And I would just sat back and just be like, well, whatever.
Yeah. It's like you would only clap just a little bit, because that wasn't really a full fair. But anyway, so let's pause it real quick. So, just to address something, so normally what would happen, and this is why Noteworthy was keeping everybody down, I was hoping for it, Red and Taylor, I'm sure everybody that is aware of the situation was hoping for it to happen. If you lock in 50-50, if you do the 50-50 lifeline and you get the first answer choice wrong, only one answer choice is left, which is obviously the correct answer, and it creates one of the most hilarious things ever on the show. The infamous, I wonder what the answer is, and that's what I was hoping I would see, but the crowd ruined it. They did that last year too when Joe P. Cool was round one contestant. They ruined the moment for the I wonder what the answer is for his 50-50 as well when he did I think it was mud pie. Yeah, about the type of rock she smelled. Yeah, so I was hoping for that. And I actually have an idea for if I become a contestant. I don't know if I'll get them, but I think if I become a contestant, I might bring some headphones onto the stage that really, like, not cover my ears all the way, but at least most of the crowd. But that'll be kind of hard because I do have mics for the crowd audiences. But I'm thinking of putting headphones on when I enter the stage, and I'd be like, I'll address the audience and be like, I got some headphones for protections and smartness, so I do not get help from the audience without using the Ask the Audience lifeline, because I want to play fair and square.
That actually is very smart. That actually would be a very smart tactic.
Because I would be really upset if people ruin it for me. Because like I said, I don't even care if I win or lose, but I really do want to play fair and square too.
That's good on you.
Yeah. Yeah, good on you.
All right.
Thank you. All right, let's proceed.
Yep, let's continue.
Have any of y'all seen the animatic for the unreleased episode Got to Trot?
No, I have not. I've seen bits
episode. They use placeholder music in some,
but I didn't hear any
spots
sound
of the show. And believe me, when I jumped out of my chair, when for the voting section, they played the Millionaire theme song.
My Little Millionaire. That's cool.
Yay!
Actually did it.
Please do not sue them.
G5 is canceled, so I won't be making a cameo.
Dang it.
G6.
G6. Let's not think that far ahead.
Another thing I forgot to address earlier, I just realized when I got acknowledged during the show. Bobby has forgotten to state this, but he also mentioned that don't worry, folks, the Joke Flash only episode's on its way, because if you don't know, I have a lot of questions submitted, and the Joke Flash only episode might happen, possibly maybe for next year's HARMONYCON. Oh yeah, this part.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Color, go back.
Wait,
I gotta go back.
Yeah, go back.
Sorry, I messed up. Sorry. Hold on.
Right there?
You gotta go back.
There we go.
That was a little too far, but yeah, we'll just let it.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
This part was funny.
Yes, ZDS actually did it. Unfortunately, G5 is canceled, so I won't be making a cameo. Wait, maybe G6. All right, we've got 3 questions to go. You've got your second chance. You've got your Ask the Audience. Maybe the bit will happen in the next round. For 250,000 bits, here's your next question.
All right.
God, I hate that music sometimes.
Which of these?
The moment I saw the Tony Award image, I knew the question. I knew this question. I was just like, I know this. It's kind of like the freaking Tempest Shadow question where I was like, the moment I saw this, I was just like, yes, I know it, I know it.
Yeah, like Bobby was like, do I even dare give out the answer choices?
I met this person back at BronyCon 2018. It is none other than Rara herself. Hey, Lena Hall, final answer.
That's what I was thinking too. I didn't know the answer to this, but I was thinking Lena Hall because she's the only My Little Pony voice actress I'm aware of in this whole thing. Oh, it has to be Lena Hall, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's a true story. I did meet her. I did meet her at BronyCon 2018. It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Last year at Everfree, and maybe last year at HARMONYCON, both contestants lost at the 250,000.
But yeah, back to the Joe Flash only episode. I don't know if it'll happen in HARMONYCON 2026, folks, but be on the lookout for that. But honestly, whether if that happens or not, I'll just be looking forward to becoming a contestant.
Definitely.
If I do become one.
Question from Sav and Fork. This question has been sitting here for years. Because
oh boy, this question. This infamous question.
This is carried over from a while.
What was it? Let me see. Let's see.
In the song Winter Wrap Up, how many times is
Oh,
I
man.
know that these questions are unfair. I am going to be retiring these questions.
That's the type of question that screwed Coast over with how many times Mudwire should technically.
24, 26,
Right.
or 28.
Well, lucky for me, I think I saw this being previewed at a Red Card vlog prior.
Yeah, they showed the question before.
Yes, I knew this as well because at Everfree Northwest rehearsal and the show.
I gotta keep up with
Yeah.
my subscription somehow.
That's why it's good to do your research and to pay attention to the show, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know when a
Yes.
question might resurface.
Exactly, and it's not cheating if that is the case. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Coaster. I'm talking to you. He was the one who accused me of cheating by this.
Alright.
Yeah, I saw the vlog after the show.
Either way, we're gonna have to take a look.
I mean, I get it was a joke, but at the same time, I'm like,
Oh, here we
But
go.
honestly,
You can finally see this video.
but I actually know the format of it. They start singing 4 times, and then it's like 4 sets of 6, therefore equaling 28.
Folks, no.
Darn it, there goes my how many times does the word R in Are We There Yet be shown?
Address what is about to happen.
At least I know what questions not to expect, because I will admit I have submitted a few questions like that, so I know that I'm not going to expect them to appear on the show.
Never at an in-person convention have we even reached the next question. We've never even gotten there. We made it twice at the online convention. I believe it was BabsCon online. We had a double millionaire episode.
Oh, 2020.
I'm not saying that they might have used the internet.
However,
to answer
potentially
those
people could have been
questions, but
cheating
they were
online,
sitting
so
at a
therefore that's why
computer
they
the
don't
entire
count.
time. So, technically...
Exactly.
Technically, this
Go
is the
there.
first time that I get to say for $1
I'm never going to let Coach live that down either.
No, nobody is.
Here is
Nobody.
your final question.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, round of applause for that. This is it.
Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, yes.
You have asked the audience.
Now, heading into this, I really wanted to get the answer right without using a lifeline.
Yeah, thankfully, because I watched Everfree Northwest, I knew this question as well.
Which pony did Rainbow Dash say retired
I remember.
from the Wonder
I did
Bulls
know this
to
episode.
teach full time? Is it
And I
Misty
did see
Fly,
this
hope that
part.
was sitting with us even know it too.
Fire Streak, or Blaze?
Wrong fandom.
I definitely knew for sure it wasn't Blaze.
Yeah. I really was hoping to try to get this right without a lifeline.
Yeah.
I was like 50-50.
I would do the same thing, but if I'm not generally 100% sure if I know the answer, I would use the lifeline to be safe.
Exactly. And honestly, it's kind of poetic because it's ask the audience, so I'm using the magic of friendship to help me make history.
The perfect way to make the final question.
Please select round 1.
As soon as you asked the audience, I was like, yeah, I think this might be good. Like this will help. To be honest, I would be concerned to think that the audience wouldn't know like these questions because they get harder and harder each time. I mean, that's the whole point of the game. So this was a little bit concerning if they knew this.
C, Fire Streak, D, Blaze. Start voting now.
Well, considering this was My Little Millionaire and we were at a pony convention, I knew I had support. Because, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I've always been trying to think about which lifeline do I want to use first and last. Like I was thinking, I don't know, should I maybe use 50-50 first, or ask the audience, or phone a friend, or maybe should it be the other way around? Because I'm like thinking about which lifeline do I think is the most helpful if I was the
Our stats.
Yeah.
I'll let you see this as well.
But then again, I guess it just really depends on the questions.
C, Fire Streak. 20% say it's B, Rapid Fire. 18% say A, Misty Fly. And 7% say
Not that we really needed to know the rest of that, Bobby. We just needed to know that most people said C. But whatever.
Well, it's part of the show.
Yeah.
Or Misty Fly. I remember hearing something about fire. Something with fire.
Yeah. Like, fire was really like
yes.
Not to mention
I
the entire
instantly-
video was read for the final question.
And there you go.
Yep.
Word.
I like the fact that nobody laughed at the fact that Deadpool was on the picture for the thumbnail of the
I just
question.
want to say thank you all for helping me be a part of this journey in more ways than one. And for that, I'm gonna trust the magic of friendship. And say
I was like trying to say, don't.
Fire Streak. Final answer.
Crossing my fingers.
I gotta
Oh,
draw this
the
out.
And yeah, no trying to like silence me, like.
Getting to this point.
And also for being here twice.
Yeah. You're our first double contestant.
Exactly.
But I do have to apologize to the janitorial staff for having to clean up confetti. You have
History in the making. HARMONIGHT is your first millionaire.
Oh, this was so exciting. I was so happy for you, man. We really were.
Oh my gosh.
You
And
you
then
earned
just-
it. Honestly, you deserved this moment. It was a
Yeah.
perfect.
And I wanted to raise.
video.
Yeah, and I wanted to raise Bobby's hand because really, this was his show. He deserved more respect.
As soon as you said to ask the audience, I was like, yeah, he's won. People are gonna say the correct answer. I was like, yeah, that's it. He won. So I already knew you were about to win as soon as you decided to use the ask the audience lifeline. I'm like, yeah, he got this. Even Bobby was even suggesting that you use ask the audience before you got to the final question. So he did the right thing.
Yep. And a win is a win, baby. A win is a win.
Yep. I don't care if anybody says you were cheating. No, you played it fair and square, even despite some audience interceptions. You deserved it. It was a much needed redemption. You earned it fair and square. So to anybody that's doubting, don't just let it be, man. History has been made. Even Bobby was excited. Everybody was excited. This was a really, really happy, special moment.
Yep. HARMONIGHT's the first millionaire, baby, at HARMONYCON.
And like you said, it wouldn't be HARMONYCON without HARMONIGHT.
Yep, absolutely. And here's me starting a HARMONIGHT chant.
Yeah, we were chanting too in the audience, like when you started chanting. We was thinking about going up to the front to celebrate with you, but I was like, nah, I don't think we want to get in any case if we're not supposed to.
Oh no, I would have been fine, dude.
It's just because Noteworthy was after, I was like, yeah, this was Roto, was great.
I got interviewed by the press.
Yeah.
Everybody has their freaking phones.
Yeah, I was like, do we even dare continue to round 2 at this point? Because history already just been made, so what is the point? Usually, in my opinion, in the previous My Little Millionaire shows, usually I feel like round 2 is always better than round 1, but as soon as you won, I was like, round 2 is not going to be able to top this.
So y'all might recognize me as the guy that does Wild News. Yes.
Even if somebody else becomes a contestant in the future, nobody is ever going to be able to top the very first ever Millionaire winner, which is once again FRITZ /HARMONIGHT.
And I thought it would be fun to include all of you as well. Can we get house lights for just a moment?
Oh, HARMONIGHT's just fine.
So, what I'm going to do is
yeah, Jimmy, right? Jimmy here?
I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm going to say I'm live at HARMONYCON.
This was for the Jimmy?
I'm going to turn around the camera. Actually, no, I'm going to turn around the camera and I'm going to say I'm here.
Yeah, that's what happened here, right? Like he's friends with Jimmy here and he's recorded.
And then I'm going to wrap it up by saying this is Depp's 8th coming.
Shout out to Jimmy, by the way. I watch his videos every once in a while. He's hilarious.
If you have no idea who Jimmy here is, don't worry about it. Just cheer when I turn the camera to you. Yeah. All right.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Here, I'm going to stand up here, actually. All right, let's go.
And coincidentally, we're watching this actually on a Wednesday. So how coincidental is that?
I am currently in the middle of hosting a game show here at HARMONYCON. And I'd like to welcome you to Depp's 8th coming! All right, thank you all for that.
I wonder if I should do that one day. Nah, never mind, excuse me.
Yeah, guys,
nobody can replicate Jimmy's
subscribers, so you're gonna be on TV.
You dare question the mighty Jimmy?
TV. Something not even pony related, so that's fun. But now, we're going to have a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Now that's what I call Pony Music G4 Edition is here. We got some of the biggest songs that everyone knows and loves all in one. Also featuring songs with special guests like Weird Al.
So I don't know what kind of headphones I should get. I'd have to look at them up to find out what headphones work really well with ears. Like, because I remember in elementary school, my teachers in TLC class, because I'm autistic, just to let you know, they had special kind of headphones that did really well with protecting your ears from loud noises, and I really wonder if I'll be able to find headphones like that if I do become the contestant and I keep them with me in my backpack, or if I do go to therapy. I don't know if it's really gonna help, but I hope it does. I hope it'll do good enough. Actually, you know what? If you're in the audience, hey, Bernie April.
That's why I invented
Shout out to Bernie April. Hilarious dude himself.
Yep.
Our patented
Hey, Bernie.
You know where you put it. Bernie April's deodorant follows the
Joke's on you, pal. I got the deodorant.
Nice. Active ingredients, 2 scoops of raisins, and 1 kiss from yours truly.
I should have told him that, because after the show, I actually met him and Cole Donnerstag as well.
Yeah.
So apply
Sweet arm.
deodorant today. Wait a minute.
Also, you want to know a fun fact?
What?
Sure.
Do you need a shower?
Cole Donnerstag's dad used to be my golf coach at one point.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Go take a shower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right now.
No joke.
No, not
That's
the guy next to you. He smells great.
Yo, not to him.
Go take a shower.
He
Give
smells
me the
great.
clothes.
You.
Well, I
You're
did
the
just
coward.
get
You're
back
the
from
clothes.
biking, so yeah, maybe I do need a
You
shower.
stink. And you can hear my laughter. You can hear my laughter.
Yeah. That is a good show.
Yeah.
I remembered Cole Donnerstag the day before because I saw Trivia Trot through Ponytown because we only attended Saturday. And the highlight for Trivia Trot was his impression of Taylor McArdle like in Starlight. That killed me at home. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
This video was awesome. Sonic 3, I kept uploaded on YouTube.
Our food emporium where every aisle is designed for hooves, not hands.
That video was awesome. I love that. And Sonic actually made another video where he actually recorded during HARMONYCON and he edited the ponies in like they were sitting in the crowd and stuff. I'm like, this is what we need to do in the future, because if you guys don't know about our YouTube series, ROLLE Meets Equestriagirls is an Equestriagirls in real life series, and we're kind of doing the same thing.
Get the brand old My Little Ponies.
The food is disgusting.
What is those disturbing?
Wash their hair. Give them a makeover.
Oh,
That is disturbing.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna also say that if I became the contestant, I would only know G4, possibly Freshman's Magic, and Equestriagirls, and a few other things like YouTube stuff. My weakness would be G5, Equestria Daily, or even any previous generation. So, hopefully, if I become the contestant, I hope I don't become the worst contestant ever. I really hope not. That's what I'd be afraid of.
Anyway, the ice caps are melting.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to My Little Millionaire, ladies and gentlemen. And a special thank you to Sonic Crew 128, Jack Scooter Tricks, Cole Donnerstag, and Bernie Aprils for the
Shout out to you, Sonic Crew.
Sonic Crew was actually the guy who showed me that video on how to do the After Effects.
Folks, we've got 25 minutes. So let's get right on to our second round. Everyone pull out your phones. It's time once again for the fastest finger. So,
I was also thinking if I had headphones on and if I still heard the crowd, if they tried to help me when I was going to lock in the wrong answer, I probably would maybe do what you did, improvise by saying, I wonder what that noise was. Is that my mom in my head or something? Just try to be fun. I don't know if that will actually work, but I'll try to come up with something.
Here's your fastest finger.
Yeah, try to come up with something clever.
Put these 4 songs from the Gen 5 movie in the order.
Alright, so interesting thing here. I was actually trying to help Tina with this because since I successfully did the fastest finger, I might as well. But I will say, but you know what's crazy is that I had trouble remembering a couple songs in this particular order. I knew Fit Right In was last for sure, but Gonna Be My Day, but I got mixed up between Glowing Up and Danger Danger, and by the time I did get the order right, it was already kind of too late. Yeah,
That's
it was like too late.
Finger. You have to be super quick. You have to be like Sonic Speed fast.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, where was the split?
Michael, you know, personal goal I would say is try to get within 3 to 5 seconds.
When we hit
Exactly. Yes.
Hopefully, no better next year.
Starting with the first, it's gonna be my day.
Shout out to Tina. I did see her video where she uploaded the What the Horse panel. I would have wanted to see that, but Alex and I only had to leave at a certain time. But it was like, I didn't even realize it was like the What the Phone panel, but that was hilarious though. Bobby's answers on that panel was, oh my god, they were crazy.
Yep.
Bobby has a pretty dirty mind for those that don't know outside of PG stuff. And we kind of do sometimes ourselves. I do, Alex does, and Fritz, I guess you do, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I
actually
panel.
I do Cards Against Humanity on my solo channel, and I was thinking for the 10th part, because it'll be part 10, I was thinking of doing a 10th part video special where we do something special, and I thought about asking, like, maybe you or Red or Taylor. Imagine if we get all the ponies involved and we get a Cards Against Humanity, but since I don't follow all of you on, like, Twitch or anything, I'm like, I don't know.
Anyways, Applegun is on stage.
Okay, Applegun, yeah. I don't remember if it was Applegun or Applegun, but I was like, it's Applegun.
Alright, welcome to the show. Take a seat.
I love her Applejack costume. That wig is pretty awesome.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I like her cosplay.
Oh, nice. They made a musical about that.
Yeah, they did.
This is the first.
Is this your first
You know what?
HARMONYCON,
Never mind.
or have you been here before?
It's my second HARMONYCON.
Oh, nice. Alright, so, you know how the show works? Yes. Okay.
This year was our third. Or actually, this is my third.
With your first 5 questions, where hopefully nothing will
Yeah, I think this was my second.
Hey, and now that you got the sponsor badge level 1 and 2, hopefully that guarantees you hopefully make it to next year's HARMONYCON.
Oh, I definitely plan on. Yeah, it's definitely a guarantee for me to come back, and I'm definitely using that level 2. Question is, what should I use with the level 1? Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I might do a raffle or something. Who knows? On Twitter or YouTube? We shall see.
You're taking a huge gamble there, but that's correct.
That McAfee show.
Yeah.
I love that.
Blessed stew. Is it Princess Cadence?
Imagine Pat McAfee was grown.
Celestia, Princess Big
Oh
Mac?
my gosh. I mean, he did play for the Colts.
As much as I want it to be Princess Big Mac, I know that is not the right answer.
And it's rumored that John Cena's a brony because of the 2019 movie Playing with Fire, as well as Peacemaker. If you didn't see Peacemaker in that one episode.
If a stallion gets wings, they become a princess anyway.
It's not a good
There's
idea.
no such thing as a prince.
Oh yeah, Princess Big Mac, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it sounds like Bobby kind of stumbled that joke there a bit.
Yeah, he did sound like it.
Oh, well, we've all been there.
You know what he should have put? He should have put Princess Deadpool. That probably would have been funnier.
Ah, yes. Oh my gosh.
Baltimore Convention Center.
Has not been?
Yeah. Yeah, which of these?
And you
No, in
heard
the
some
audience.
people groan. Yeah, I think that was me, and as well as a couple people groaning because I was like, oh no, not BronyCon. Oh.
I'm gonna go with D, Baltimore Convention Center.
Final answer?
Oh shoot, now people.
I wish I could travel to 100 My Little Pony conventions, but just like Bobby, we can only afford to go to the ones here in Texas and stuff like that.
Texas. Ever been held in Baltimore?
I don't know. Conventions can be like football players.
This was a good joke. Conventions be like football players.
D, Baltimore Convention Center, and pray to God I don't get kicked out on the third question.
He's like thinking that maybe, HARMONYCON is like trading places. Like freaking the Chargers or the Raiders and stuff.
I think I heard the crowd try to help again. I'm not sure if I heard that correctly, but yeah. Again, another instance of the crowd, y'all. Please do better at next year's HARMONYCON, please.
Yeah, but I don't think
You
they
don't
were
need to keep
helping.
addressing
Yeah.
that.
BronyCon, the last BronyCon was my first ever pony convention in Baltimore.
Be glad we ain't gonna ask you to put mouth tape on. That would be harsh.
Alright, here is your next question. How did Twilight become a princess?
And what's worse is that there's too many people to even kick out, even if you try to kick somebody out for making noise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see her.
Okay, this I knew. This I definitely.
That's not the likelihood of the story.
Yeah, seriously. You put this as the fourth question instead of where. Come on, Bobby.
And for those that don't know, this was originally supposed to be the finale episode of Friendship is Magic Season 3. However, due to its popularity, it continued on for until 2019.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah,
Writer's
thank you.
staff.
Because honestly, it really would have been kind of more questionable if it ended with Twilight being a princess. Although some people said that Twilight should have been a princess later on, but I was okay with it. I was so more used to her being an alicorn than just a unicorn.
Yeah, same.
What is Pinkie Pie's middle name? Is it Pink, Cupcake, Diane, or Delilah?
Easy.
Oh, this was my question too. This was submitted by me too, this question.
Yep, there it is.
It's not A, it's not pink, it's not cupcake. I'm gonna go with C,
No.
final answer.
Pinky
Wait.
Pink.
I feel like it's Diane.
So her full name is Pinkamena Diane.
Hold on, pause real quick. I actually have something funny I want to say real quick. I just remembered something because this question reminds me of another question I did. So, there's a question. I don't know why this question that you just saw, it doesn't really match like the other question I'm thinking of, but I have a similar question submitted like that, and I'm probably gonna take a wild guess. Bobby will never use it, but I submitted a question about what Pinkie Pie's full name is, where you have to guess. Well, obviously Pinkamena was first, so every answer I submitted was Pinkamena, and then but you had to guess what the middle name was, and I was coming up with like rhyming kind of answers: Pinkamena Diane Pie, Pinkamena Diana Pie, and Pinkamena Dinah Pie. Because if you don't know where the name Dinah comes from, that's Black Canary's real name in DC. That's where I got the inspiration from. And then this is crazy. I don't know why I came up with this answer choice. I tried to come up with something else, but I couldn't resist it because I knew it'd be funny. And even if he doesn't use it, the question, I know it's gonna be funny. But then my last answer choice was Pinkamena Diarrhea Pie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could see why he changed it. Yep, he changed.
I don't think that was that question, but it might have been. I'm not sure. It might have been.
Yeah.
But yes,
well,
I knew he wasn't gonna accept
damn.
that. But you can't. But you have to admit that's hilarious.
That is a hilarious response.
I got a genius mind myself, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why I'm the scriptwriter for Riddle Meets Equestriagirls. I'm a mastermind myself.
Yep. He's the mastermind.
All right, and with that, let's continue on with the show.
Yeah. And the reason why I submitted some questions.
Second Joe Flash question.
Yeah, glad I can be of service.
Be more. So you've reached the first 5 questions, which means that you get.
Or imagine if the Joe Flash only episode happens. Imagine if Bobby decides to ask me to be a co-host with him. That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'd be better off with the testing though. But being a host, I wouldn't be able to have a suit like him.
They kick us out for the VIP, so let's keep going. Oh, sorry, I gotta turn my laptop this way.
Yeah, don't make the water fall.
Well, also you can see the answers.
Excuse me, sorry.
He's going out, so I was looking up
Yeah,
here.
no, you're good, you're good.
You're good.
Here's question. The question.
The question.
Yes, the question of the question.
Here's the question. The question.
Yeah, alright. Which convention hosted the first episode of My Little Millionaire outside the state of Texas? Was it UK?
This was easy.
TrotCon?
I mean, if you watch Red Card's vlogs, that is.
And is this a audience submitted question?
No, this is
you.
one.
You were the problem.
I'm trying to remember myself.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Okay, let's see.
So that'd be the next time I make
That one was actually pretty funny during this round.
I really don't know. I'm not gonna say it's UK. It's not A. I don't think it's A. And I know that Everfree Northwest isn't obviously the Northwest, but yeah,
I definitely know it wasn't Everfree Northwest or UK Brony because prior to appearing at Everfree Northwest last year, Bobby has only ever hosted in Texas.
knows the answer to this.
Audience, we need your help. Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
music on the spot.
If you saw Red Card's vlogs, you would know. Yeah.
Well, I saw like the cute little like.
The oldest episode of any show I've ever seen, I think, was either from 2013 or 14, where it used to be in a smaller venue somewhere, and I was like, Bobby was so young, he didn't even have his mustache yet.
Yeah, but it was in Texas, so.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, I hope Bobby doesn't shave his mustache because he looks good at an older age with a mustache. It makes him look cool, you know.
Yeah.
Even Steve Harvey would be proud.
Alright, time is up. Yeah,
I mean, look at that.
I knew it had to be either TrotCon or GalaCon, but I can't remember the location. I was like,
Actually, wait. It says C. C's the majority. It's Everfree Northwest. Yeah.
oh, this is the different kind of question. Now I get it. I said I know it's not Everfree Northwest. Now I realize it. Now what the question is. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. I realized I'm like, okay, yeah. Question.
Yeah, it said the first episode hosted outside the state of Texas, which is
a question. But now I realize it. I was like, oh, okay, now I know this answer. Yeah, of course I know this.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Fan.
Yeah, that's why I said if you watch Red Card's vlogs, you would know this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But thank you for correcting me. It took me long
You're
to
all good. And y'all were worried I was gonna get tired. And I'm on the East Coast.
Here's your next question for 10,000 bits.
And hilarious. And hey, I actually have to say, Everfree Northwest 2023 Little Millionaire debut was a big success. I was proud of it.
2017 MLP movie. Which celebrity plays the role of Songbird?
Okay, definitely knew this one. I knew this 100%.
Too easy. Too easy.
Taylor Swift or Katy Perry?
It's gonna be B. Sia final answer.
Wow, she knew that.
I know. It should be one of the easiest like 2017 movie milestones. Because the character literally looks exactly like her. The hair is exactly based on her, and she does the voice of the character.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was basically Sia's Pony Soda.
I know. Not to mention our good friend Tia. Tara Cleese, is that her name? Tara Cleese. She dressed up as Songbird Serenade at 2023 HarmonyCon.
I swear, if they make a G6 movie and not put Chappelle Ronan,
I think that's how you say her name, Tara Cleese. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. I just call her Tara.
Yeah, same.
I don't make money off of this. Please don't
Yeah.
sue me.
Who even uses last names?
I don't want to stop. Next question.
Next question.
ABC offer me a contract. Here we go. Who was
Bobby.
Pip's co-host on the
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
2022 My Little Pony podcast?
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Oh, I hope they have some propane accessory in the next convention.
Hey, did y'all see the King of the Hill is coming back in reboot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did hear news about
Who
that.
knows Gen 5 really well?
I did see the image of this first reveal, and I was like, okay, not too different, but they're a little older.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to wonder who's gonna voice Dale Gribble, just because Johnny Hardwick passed away. Was rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah.
With the purple hat that makes good fun of Fred.
Ah, she's calling out Taylor again. Yeah, Taylor's being
Yeah,
called
this
out
was
again.
funny. Yeah, this was funny. Again, Taylor is back, ladies and gentlemen.
And man, Taylor even mentioned this in our freaking. Taylor even brought this up at one point on Discord. He said you might as well change the, you might as well change the lifeline from phone a friend to, just ask Taylor.
We did get something like that at HarmonyCon 2023 when Discord took over. We had the phone a friend lifeline replaced with Ask Discord, which was just for his question. But that's another thing I want. If I become the contestant, or if, especially if the Joe Flash only episode happens and I'm the contestant of my own show, I actually want Discord to reappear, and I'd love to interact with him during the show. In my opinion, Discord made the show so much better at 2023 MiniCon.
Yeah. All right.
Although he annoyed the crap out of you at last year's show. Hey,
You
just
like jazz?
this. Watch yourself, buddy.
All right, next question.
Is that person in the audience? No, okay. I use my phone a friend.
You already used your lifeline.
In the best gift ever, what is the name of the pony that ends up with Rarity's gift? Is it chestnut, cashew, almond, or pistachio?
Can I ask a follow-up question?
I didn't know this one.
Is the pony who gets
Didn't see that episode.
right now?
Yes.
I swore I knew this one
That does
because
me
I
no
did
help.
see Best in the
Wow.
I could have sworn it was.
What did she say?
Down to, hey, what's their name?
With the green hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pistachio.
She just asked, like, does the pony something? I don't know.
I like the fact that the person who submitted it is called Saddle Spectrum, and she's Applejack.
So I'm gonna go with.
Ah,
I'm gonna go with 50-50 right now. Knock me down to 50-50.
man, she's
Oh,
already
boy.
using all her lifelines.
Please take away two of the wrong answers.
I mean, this might be me too. I don't know that much about stuff either.
Yeah, I mean, I did know about the Jazz Who's, being on the podcast. I did figure that.
I saw you make eye contact with me, by the way.
Like I said, I really, really hope if I become a contestant in the future, I don't become the worst contestant ever. Because I will beat myself up if I lose so early.
Final answer.
Hey, as long as you make it in the first 5, you're still having fun, so.
Oh yeah, if you lose before the last 5, that would be the most embarrassing.
Every My Little Millionaire on the main stage, but the streak has been broken because that's correct.
The streak has been broken.
Yeah, you guys didn't hear Bobby was referring to the infamous I wonder what the answer is, but thankfully both FRITZ and Applegun beat it this year and the curse has been lifted from the I wonder what the answer is.
Well, we'll try it ever free.
Although personally me, I really wish it would have happened because it is the most hilarious thing ever. Especially the fact that at Everfree Northwest it happened twice, that was even better.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 2024 Everfree Northwest, oh my gosh.
That was so freaking funny. When I reacted to it on my channel, I was dying just as hard as Red Card and Taylor was in the audience.
Actual design next year, it's so nice.
It almost actually happened twice at HARMONYCON 2024 because you did get the I wonder what the answer is moment and but Joe almost got it, but the audience ruined it when.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I actually looked at Taylor when it showed him in the audience, and he was about to get ready to start laughing, but then, once you hear the crowd, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, is there another question from Taylor?
Yep.
Episode filling. By the way, I do want to point out this is Pip's canonical size.
Look at Pip!
What is it? Hold on, go back. I want to see the face. Go back, color. I want to see the picture.
Yeah, just use your arrows. Use your arrow key to go back 10 seconds.
But trust us, we might. We probably will.
I think you can actually zoom in, actually. Can't you, zoom in? Oh, no, wait, no, never mind. That's the phone. Never mind. You need that on your phone.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Sorry. My keyboard's a little weird. Okay.
I'm trying to see the Pip face myself.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Yeah, it's
what is her face? What is with the face? What is it supposed to be?
It's not the face, it's the size. She's smaller than usual.
Oh.
She's
now I see
small.
I thought she was behind Zip, like she was further away. Now I see it.
No.
That's still funny though.
Yeah.
Why is she small? Did that actually happen in that episode, or is that just an image that
it's just cropped down. It's just cropped down.
Okay. At least it ain't disturbing like that infamous Izzy Moonbow face from last year's HARMONYCON, if you guys remember.
Oh my
forget
gosh.
about that.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
At the time when that image came up, it scared the crap out of me in the audience. If you look back at Red Card's video, you can actually hear me go, Jesus, I got so scared, but now I find it funny nowadays. It was hilarious.
I guess. I may or may not.
When she gets trapped like this, is she that size in the picture? No.
Yeah, this I didn't obviously know either.
Man, she genuinely thought that was her actual size. Oh my god.
Okay, I thought it was like a normal size, and she was just.
At least she don't watch G5, doesn't she?
Yep.
But the fandom likes to joke that she is.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yes, I mean her name is Pip after all.
So it's not gonna be a pumpkin.
It was pumpkin.
If it is pumpkin, then I get to get you on a text.
It was pumpkin.
Imagine if Little Shy tries to do that when we go see Pony.
Okay, wait, hold up.
What?
Hold up.
What? Pause?
No, don't pause. Don't.
But a pumpkin's not a fruit.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, hold up. She said pumpkin's not a fruit. A pumpkin is a fruit because it has seeds inside. It has seeds inside, therefore it's a fruit.
So is an avocado a fruit?
Yeah, I was always assuming a pumpkin was a fruit. Yeah, I was always wondering that too. I'm like, isn't it a vegetable? Or like, yeah, I was always curious to wonder about that too.
I mean, I think it's a fruit because doesn't it have seeds inside? If it has seeds inside, then therefore it's a fruit.
Yeah, I was starting to think that too because I was like, yeah, watermelon, apples, and oranges juice. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Honestly, I do feel like it's pumpkin or watermelon.
To be fair, pumpkins do kind of look a little bit like a vegetable. I will admit.
I'm gonna go.
Yep, I looked it up. I googled it. Pumpkin is in fact a fruit.
I'm gonna go with.
For anybody that didn't know that before, now you know. Sincerely, Color Me Stoked, Joe 5.7, and Fritz /HARMONIGHT. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it is not a. I mean, it might be a fruit, might not be. It's a food item, but in the episode, she does.
It's a fruit. You were right.
Of a pumpkin.
Pumpkin!
Oh, she was happy about that one.
I mean, she did win a badge.
I mean, she did. Oh yeah, now she'll be at HARMONYCON next year too. Yeah, so both Fritz and Applegun will now be both at HARMONYCON next year, ladies and gentlemen. So be on the lookout for both of them.
Yep, she's gonna be level 1, but I'm level 2.
Fritz will have yet to figure out what he'll do with his level 1 sponsor badge, because like you said, he got both level 1 and 2.
Who's not here?
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe it was like one of those cases where I was either gonna win a level 1 or a level 2. I don't know if I won 2 badges or 1. We shall see. Because, I mean, I was only, you know, I am gonna be given a code, so.
Uniball, Madam Taffytail, Miss Candymane, Mrs. Butterscotch.
Like I said, G5 is my weakness, so therefore I obviously don't know this.
I saw that episode.
Well, I will say, when I first saw this, I was like, it can't be Candyman because it reminds me of Candymare. If you, for those who read MLP Grimdark, you know.
I heard them all.
You heard it. See, audience,
Dang it, crowd.
like when you do that, because that kind of spoils the reveal.
Yeah. Again, another instance of the crowd. And again, see, I told you the crowd really was doing so much worse this year than last year. But at the same time, you gotta at least admit to the crowd that they really are loving the show so much. But still, I really actually really do hope the crowd does better next year. I really hope so, because it'll be such a massive shame if that third straight year in a row.
Looking at her tail, it's not taffy, it's a feather. I'm gonna go with Mrs. Candymane final answer.
See?
Yes.
See?
Oh no.
She didn't even. She took the L.
Oh
I respect
no.
You've got your sponsor badge.
What was that noise?
I'm sorry to say this is where your journey ends.
Yeah, I would have probably got this wrong too. I didn't know what this was either.
Respect for her for taking the L.
At least you got a sponsor badge.
Yeah.
Could, you know.
I was gonna also say that also maybe if I became the contestant on the show, maybe I actually will address to the audience that for the love of Christ, for my sake, ladies and gentlemen, when I play this game, please do not make noises during the show, because just on behalf of Bobby and the rest of the cast of My Little Millionaire, if you haven't seen last year's show in 2023, we unfortunately had crowds where they just didn't stay silent for questions, like when wrong answers were submitted. So please do not make noises for me if I do get a question to answer wrong. I might actually address that myself if I became the contestant. I'm gonna try to just be as genuine as possible, you know?
Yeah. And by the way, I think we probably, I think we were talking over at this part, but there was actually one point where Applegun was like, man, I wish I had water. And then Bobby was like, we did have one, but it was empty. And I was like, I'm sorry. And then she gave me a dirty look like, you.
Oh, you drank the water?
Yeah. Hey, I was thirsty, and it's Texas.
I know. I would have brought my water bottle on the stage, and I'm a very hydrated person, so.
Yeah. And I got called up on stage again to take a photo.
Selfie. This was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, this was pretty fun.
No, I was gonna say something else. What else is it? Because I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I was also gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I watched the vlog from Red Card of the rehearsal, and I did see that if she would have gotten that question right, I think it was second to last, where I did find out that another question of mine was on the show in round 2, and apparently the question was, what was it? Oh, how many regular season episodes of Friendship is Magic were there? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I even put a comment down below at the time. When I saw that, I actually forgot that question of mine. I was like, I don't remember submitting this question. Did I submit this? But I remembered now that I did, because I remember when I searched on Google, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that number popping up. I was like, I actually did forget my own question. So this is to let you know, folks, that if I do become the contestant on my own game show, the Joe Flash Only episode, don't expect me to win, because I mean, how the heck am I supposed to remember all of 200 and something of my questions? That's impossible.
Exactly.
That is literally impossible, even for me. So don't think I will win this. And if I did win, please do not account me for cheating either. Fritz didn't cheat, so don't say the same thing for me.
Nope. I was studying.
Yeah, same here. Honestly, I also forgot to mention, when you did get my question wrong last year at HARMONYCON, honestly, I felt like, since I was in the audience when it happened, I felt like the crowd should have started booing me after you got my question wrong. I actually wanted them to boo me, but nobody did.
Oh man. No, I will say,
that would have been the perfect response.
No, actually, you know what's actually funny? You know what I should have done? I should have pulled an AC Race Fest, like, you know, at the part where I, you know, said, I think I saw this question on a Red Car vlog, and I should have done an AC Race Fest and be like, okay, crowd, here's the part where you boo the referee because he spoiled it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that.
Boo the ref.
Yeah. Red Card is always being made fun of. I feel bad for him sometimes, but it's hilarious. Like, every time they do a match game and Jackbox, he is always getting made fun of. I'm like, why do people love making fun of Red Card so much?
Because he's a ref, and it's just all in good fun.
It is. It's funny. All right. Well, obviously that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to Bobby C's for hosting that. And Bobby, if you're watching this, big shout out to you as well, man. Hey,
yeah, you the
whether
man.
it's a Joe Flash only episode happens or not, I hope maybe one day I'll become the contestant.
Hopefully so.
And I will know for sure that my name will be popping up a few more times on the show.
Literally.
Yeah, job well done, Bobby.
Yeah, Taylor, Red Card, Noteworthy, everybody that helped and everything. Shout out to all of you. Yes.
Yeah. And
this was awesome.
And big shout outs to Fritz for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Fritz, this was definitely, I was really excited for this, and you definitely helped make this better, man. It was wonderful to react to this and recap it with you. This was quite a throwback, you know, a good throwback to memory, even though it's only like a few months ago, but this was a great memory recap to watch.
Absolutely. And
you go ahead.
Even though we were talking quite a lot during the video, ladies and gentlemen, but then again, that's why we called it recap, because we were going to be recapping during the show.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great to, you know, relive the memories from my perspective, and also tell you guys, you know, maybe some, you know, a couple, you know, bits and pieces you probably didn't know about and stuff. So it was a fun time, and thank you so much for having me.
Okay. And just a reminder, guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just a reminder, guys. This coming Sunday, we're hoping to do the Twilight stream with Buggy Baby.
So yeah, what we've been doing recently, Fritz, if you haven't seen it, we've been doing a live stream series called EquestriaGirls Visual History / Every Outfit, where we do a live stream of every EquestriaGirl character, and we look through their visual history of every outfit that they've worn throughout the series, and we rank them from 1 to 10 and give our opinions on them. I actually got inspiration from YouTuber and gamer Maximilian Dude, where he did something similar like this. I don't know if you heard of Maximilian Dude. That's actually how I became a Final Fantasy VII fan, because I checked out his Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth playthrough, and it was entertaining, and I suggested the color that we do this, because we actually did do this in a video before, but because we only had seconds to rate the outfits each video on YouTube, we didn't get to properly do our opinions. So that's when I suggested we do the live stream, so that way we can give our own personal opinions, because there are some outfits that we look back on and they were extremely hilarious, and some that are pretty bad and stuff, because we needed to expect our opinions. And yeah, we'll be doing one hopefully this Sunday, May 25th, with our friend Bug, who voices Twilight Sparkle in Real World Meetsequestriagirls, who was also at HARMONYCON. And one more reminder, ladies and gentlemen, and Fritz, because also on May the 31st, at the end of the month. Oh, what's up, Color? Hold on. Okay, real quick. Okay. Fan Expo in Dallas, Texas on May 31st, Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be a lot of fun. This will be my 3rd year attending and Color's 2nd year. And that's why I mentioned John Cena, because John Cena is actually a guest at this year. I won't be able to get to meet him, but hopefully I get to see him, because I would rather see him than not see him. And there's lots of other guests too. But be on the lookout, because I'll be dressed as Spider-Man, and Color, we'll see if he dresses up or not, but you'll see when we post about it. Maybe we'll post our costumes if we go. So yeah, we're looking forward to this. I wish us the best of luck. Same with you, Fritz, and we'll definitely tell you all about it, maybe possibly after the event's over.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to give one last words before we wrap up. First off, again, thank you guys so much. As for things that are going on with me, I am thinking about potentially attending Sequester Fest this year and hoping to become a community guest for the 2nd year in a row in Ocean City, Maryland. Be sure to attend there. And I am thinking about doing more content along the